Hi guys, it's Maya, and in this video I'm going to be talking about form versus function. So form is when something is well designed and or beautiful, and then function is something that just functions really well. And I'm going to be talking about handbags today. So I'm going to be including showing you some high-end bags versus a contemporary or bags that are not that expensive. So my examples here I've got today, I'm going to start with my lower end bags, and one bag is my little cloud bag. Isn't it cute? Have you met? This is Cumulus, and Cumulus has, I'm going to say, a twin named Poppy. Don't have it here right now. But yeah, I bought this bag from like a Korean fashion store in the city for like $25, and I just wear it crossbody, and it's so fuzzy and cute, and you know, I think it's a bit comforting wearing it. But yeah, I saw this bag, and then when I looked inside of the store, the other cloud was hiding, and I wear this a lot, and I don't really care about how I wear it or how I put it down. It's really functional, easy to get to, but because I'm going to say it was cheap and malleable, I don't see it getting hurt too much. I just wouldn't want to necessarily spill in it, but even if I did spill in it, because it's cheaper, I could be like, yeah, I'll get it out, I can clean it. And because it's so functional that even though this particular pink doesn't match with everything, sometimes I don't even care because it's so functional. I can just grab it and go. So it's one example, right? Another bag that I have, so I wear this because it's convenient, because I can just sling it on like this. And this is from Mimco with my initials on it. And this is leather. And I like it because it's a bit quirky because of the shape, and it fits my bare essentials in there. Yes, it's possible. And yeah, I just wear this however. I'm not too concerned about damaging it. Pretty sure I've chucked it around. And I didn't even think about, oh, I could damage this. I use it quite carefreely. And that's that. And this was, I think, $100 and something. Now, these two bags, the price point, I'm going to say it's on the cheaper end for me, and I am not that concerned about damaging it. And I think there's character to these bags, but I wouldn't necessarily call like beautiful, artful design. And because it's cheaper, I'm not too concerned about how I use it. On the other end of the spectrum, or should I go up? I'll go up. Oops. Okay, so bags that are not cheap and could be more expensive. Two bags, and I'm noticing a theme is that these two bags are designer bags, but they're pre-loved and they're kind of old. They're not that new. One bag that I wear a lot because it's pre-loved, because of the material, that I'm not too concerned with it because it's sturdy, and that it's old, so I feel like it's been worn in and it can't get much worse. Is my medium Lady Dior bag in the patent leather. I think this was like 2013 era, and with silver hardware. So because of the patent leather, it's quite durable, I'd say. And I use this a lot, and I fling it everywhere. The silver, I chose silver because I feel like it's a bit more understated, and I like the shine. And yeah, I carry this however. I usually carry it top handle or on my elbow or on my wrist. And yeah, because it's worn in, I'm not too concerned with it. But if this was a brand new one that I pay for, and it's like it might be, you know, over 8,000 Australian dollars, I'd be more careful with it to begin with. So it's interesting when you buy something new and when you pay a lot for it, your fears and concerns, also excitement gets amplified because there's a value you put on the price. But yeah, with this, I'm actually quite carefree. And even though I spent about $2,300 on this last year, so yeah, it's interesting the background and how much you invest in it and how worn it is, or how you know, just all those, so many considerations they go into how much care you take when you use it or when you store it and maintain it. It's a different ball game. I guess an additional thing with this is, yeah, I do take care of it better than the ones that are cheaper, even though I do value them a lot. But yeah, this gets just a little bit extra care. Another bag that I'm starting to use a lot more, but I'm still careful with it. But there's a functional aspect to it, and this is my Chanel wallet on chain. So this, I particularly wanted the wallet on chain because of its compact size, and I wanted it to wear more as an everyday bag. Yes, it is lambskin, so I have to be a little careful, but I'm getting used to it. But yeah, I wanted the turn lock because I've been dealing with other handbags that have magnets or the little, like the rivet button, and they were getting annoying. The funny thing with designer handbags is that the magnets are actually really strong, and it gets annoying to open them. So I was kind of looking, I look for the turn lock capability because it's a clearer fastening system. But yeah, I'm slowly wearing this more. So I bought a color that I thought I could match with a lot of my existing wardrobe, and I like the versatility of where I can wear this on the shoulder or cross body, and I like the turn lock closure. So there's a lot of function to this, and if you think about it, it's interesting, but it's understated, kind of like the Lady Dior as well. So I'll show you an example of a bag that is artful and that is, it looks like you could wear it a lot, and I actually want to wear it a lot, but I didn't realize this was going to be a thing until I bought it and used it. And it is this bag here that can also be used as a clutch, and there's a chain, but I left on the inside. So this bag, it's interesting. So it's metallic, but here it's calfskin, and then the flap and the back and under the flap it's lambskin, and because it's quite simple style, but I love the flourishes of the logo more so than the logo itself. So this is artful to me, but because it's not throughout the whole bag, then I actually want to wear this a lot. So the artfulness is only one element, not the full thing, you know. But because it's metallic, then I'm scratching it a bit because I have nails most of the time, long nails. So this, I actually want to treat it like, you know, the Lady Dior on the Chanel wallet on chain, but because the metallic is too obvious when you scratch it, I have to baby it, and I don't use it that much. So it's like an in-between, but in an annoying way. So yeah, that's something you don't want. But yeah, so the other side, the other end, so my cheap whatever carefree bag, and then my bit more pricey, but not as carefree bag. And then I got my bags that I don't really wear, and I treat them like art pieces of art. So you know, like art you hang on the wall in your home, that's high value. If you're clear that it's art, then you know, I think that's fine. But if you buy something that's beautiful and you plan to wear it, but then you don't plan to wear it, it is a little bit of a waste of money. So my two examples here is this bag. So this bag was a gift that my husband got me over 5 years ago, and I hardly wear it because I don't want to hurt it, because I think it's too beautiful. And this is my YSL bag. I think it's a Kate in the medium with grained leather. And I love the texture. I love that it's black on black, it's understated. And I don't want to hurt this. It's too beautiful. And it's not even that artful. I do admire the YSL logo. But yeah, I don't want to hurt this. And this was, when he bought it at the time, it was close to $3,000. The price doesn't even matter because of the sentimental value. But yeah, I don't want to hurt this. So this is one of my higher end bags that I don't use that much. And when I use it, it feels like a very special occasion. If I had bought this myself, I'm not sure I'd call it value for money, because if I had bought this myself, I would have thought that I would like to use it more often than not. But turns out it's too beautiful and I don't want to hurt it. That's that. And then a bag I bought more recently, which you may have seen in an unboxing video, is this baby. So this is the Fendi First bag, clutch bag, gold sequin, and it's still got the plastic on the frame. So goes to show I have not used this yet, and I've had it for at least a few weeks. So to me, this is very artful. So with the design, it was a very thoughtful design, and I love the modern twist that they've done to a classic kind of frame bag. And yeah, to me this is art, and I don't want to take it out, and I just leave it out of the dust bag once in a while to admire it. And I've got a few bags that I like to admire as well, and not necessarily use as a bag. So this to me is a piece of art. And yeah, it wasn't cheap. And this is something to really consider. Like, did you know you were buying it for art? Then that's okay. I don't mind investing in artwork that you don't use, you just enjoy looking at. But I was planning to use this because it's like a big gold nugget of sunshine. And partly I wanted to wear it and, you know, kind of make people happy when they see it. But it is also a little much after a while looking at it. I'm like, oh, this is like full on. So yeah, I don't want to hurt this. I think it might be okay to use. Like, it's got the plastic sequin protecting it, but I don't necessarily want to hurt the leather frame. I don't necessarily want to scratch the hardware. That's why the plastic's still on it. So yeah, this is the other end of buying handbags. And yeah, I don't know when I'm going to wear this out, but it's like too beautiful. What do you do? What do you do? So maybe I need to come to terms with the fact that this is actually an art bag, and that I'll just admire it. But I think my problem is that I haven't got to the point where I'm collecting handbags as purely art, and I didn't plan to use it. So yeah, I need to come to terms with that. I'm like, will I eventually buy handbags as pure art and not use them, and maybe buy them for investment purposes? I'm not sure, even though I do believe in art. So that's something I need to wrap my head around and decide for myself. But yeah, is there anything you guys can relate to? I would love to know. Let me know in a comment. If this has kind of helped you decipher how you use and buy handbags, give me a like. If it's any way relatable, let me know. But yeah, so there's the 3 types of handbags that I've kind of distinguished. And look, this type took a bit of time for me to realize on my own, going through this journey, by the way, especially over the last couple of years. So there's the ordinary, everyday, cheap bag that you value functionally, but not so much like aesthetically. And then there's the bags that you don't mind using, that you spent quite a bit on, and that's like the happy medium, which is pretty ideal if you're buying a handbag for handbag purposes. You want it to look nice as well. And then there's the bags that you buy and you don't use, and you need to decide, was it worth the money? Are you keeping it because it's beautiful? Maybe you need to come to terms with the fact that that's actually okay, as long as you're aware of it. Or did you buy it, plan to use it, and not use it? Then maybe that's a waste of money. And maybe it's time to move that bag on to a home where it will be more well loved. Yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on this. My name is Maya. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Let me know if you'd like me to talk about anything else, kind of style related, fashion related, design related. Yeah, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.